5:42 in the evening, so we're looking at the May contract 2015, and it's after market close on Thursday evening. And as usual, we'll start with the monthly chart, which we've got in front of us, and you can see, unfortunately, we've got this big red candle here, broken the support low of the January here, below the 5 monthly moving average, and next support line here is 115. Obviously, if this doesn't hold 115, we've got a sloping downward channel here. Next support doesn't come in until about 110, £100 a tonne or £95 a tonne. So we just pop down into the weekly chart, and you see here that we've got our weekly channel, which has been in place now for 2 years. We're below the 5 weekly moving average, and we've taken out this support here, this red candle here that we had dropped down in the first half of February, and we're going down to test the lows here of 115. This 115 level was back seen in 2010, you can see here, had a gap up through it, and we're now coming back to test it here. This line here, and you see the 115 here. Just pop down in the daily. Oh, this is on a weekly study, just to show when we break the 20 weekly moving average, what we normally see. We normally see a £10 a tonne fall or £50 a tonne fall. So obviously that just sort of going some over the past, just to see where we are. If we see a £50 a tonne fall from where the 20 week moving average, that would put us down at £80 a tonne. Just popping down now into the daily time frame, you can see here this consolidation pattern that we were looking at last week with this triangle around the 125 level. This was broken clearly beginning of the week. We filled this gap fill here at 120, that didn't hold, and we're going down now to test the lows last seen in the end of October at 115. What can we see now? Well, I put 4 options now as we come down to test this crucial low here. Either we go slice straight through it, then see a return, and then fall further. 2, we slice through it and then come back above it, fail, and then go back down. 3 is that obviously it holds, and then we see a bounce and slices back through it. Or 4, it holds and we see a double bottom formation take place and we see a bounce. So whichever way we look at it over the 4 options, we will see some kind of bounce off this support level here. Either it'll go through it, and obviously the bounce will be the crucial level to look at selling into if we see any kind of bounce at all up to 120 or 125. But obviously if then it comes down to retest this level and holds, then we've got some kind of double bottom formation. But on this chart, it seems inevitable that we will test this low here, and obviously that will come into play next week, and we can have a look on next week's report. Just trying to get some handle on this. I looked, this is the monthly chart for the November contract, obviously new crop, and you can see that this looks completely different. On doing my charts, which I've just done on the old crop, you can say it looks really, really bearish and we can continue to go down. On the new crop, it doesn't look so bearish at the present moment, and you can see that we're still at 125.25 and the low doesn't come into 110. So that's a £15 a tonne away, where on the old crop, we're only £2 a tonne from that low. So if we pop down onto the weekly chart on the new crop, you can see here that it's outside a falling channel line. So obviously there's a little bit of carrying. On the November contract, there's just the full carry. I'll just show you on the May contract here. We've got old crop now. This was during the day I took the screenshot at 1850, and we've got the long May at 133.70. So we've got £15 and 20 pence for a year's carry, which is showing a full carry on the contract. So the weaknesses in the old crops at the moment are not fully shown on the new crop. So the two have got to converge together, or we're going to see the new crop come down to match the old crop. But whichever way it comes down to it, it's going to be crucial, obviously, when we see this test of the low at this 115 level, which we should see during next week. So obviously we'll keep an eye on that, and then obviously watch for the bounce, which should happen off this test, and then we could get some gauge of where we are, whether the new crop has come down to the same level, show full, the normal carry on that long May, and it may give us an indication of sort of good selling opportunity to take advantage of. But obviously we'll see this time next week, and I'll put an update. Thanks for watching.